project board. I went deep into the Schumann side, and my immigrant was Belle Schumann, my great grandmother.
The maternal.
And so, here's some pictures of her. So, this is she's there in 1972. She's there in 1913 at age 15. She's there at 1935. There at 5. And then there in 1947, one of them. And so she was born in London, England on 1899. Parents Rebecca Miller and Abraham Schumann.
Are her parents?
Her parents.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a picture of Abraham and this one. There's a picture of Rebecca. And then another picture of Rebecca. At their wedding. So they were both born in Russia. Rebecca was born in Kiev in 1962. 18. She spoke 5 different languages. Abraham was born in Latvia around 1960. So, he was 1860, not 1960.
That's okay.
Even though, well, that's odd. It says right here it's 1879. Abraham had 2 siblings, Solomon Schumann and Annie Brody. Abraham was a shoemaker. He was going to be drafted into the Tsar's army, so he and Rebecca left for London. In London, Abraham ran livery or taxi business in the Battersea area of there. They had 7 children. Elle was the oldest. Sometime between 1910 and 1913, Abraham left for Cincinnati, Ohio, in the United States.
You want to show the ship?
Oh yes, he left on the RMS Majestic. Rebecca asked the Jewish agency to locate Abraham, to sponsor them to go to the USA. So they did, and Rebecca, Belle, Jessie, Doris, Ray, Ralph, Harold, and David, plus Abraham's mother and family no one left on the ship Carmenia.
Do you remember?
RMS Carmenia. There are lots of terrible storms. They passed the Ellis Island check, but Abraham was not there to sponsor them. So, according to Bill, it took her father 2 weeks to get from Cincinnati to New York.
Where do they live during the time?
Cincinnati.
Where do they live while they're waiting for?
Oh yes, they lived on benches for about 2 weeks in wimpy hotel rooms, like just metal beds.
They stayed in Ellis Island.
Yeah, there was metal beds.
Oh,
for them to sleep on. Wow, dope. And they went to Cincinnati. Abraham owned a shoe store there. Yes, Bell Schumann at Saw Press. We've got a picture of him there. Picture of him there. He's the one sitting down. And at a dance in Cincinnati, Saul Press was living in Chicago. Saul was born on October 21st, 1896 in Manchester, England. He was a sergeant in the British Light Cavalry during World War I, serving in India and Mesopotamia.
Good.
England. No, whatever. Mesopotamia. He and his brothers came to America between August 20th and September 20th, 1920 from Manchester. We think he settled in Chicago and took the train to Cincinnati for the dance in 1920. The whole Schumann family moved to Chicago in 1922. Bell and Saul got married on June 3rd, 1923. Abraham opened a shoe store and repair business on Roosevelt Road in Chicago. He would go to Maxwell Street Market, buy old shoes, repair and restore them, and sell them in his shop. The whole family lived in an apartment over the store. The whole family meaning Saul and his brothers, I think. I don't know. And the whole Schumann family.
Wow.
Saul was a tailor in the coat factory, Chicago's garment district. He helped form the union for better pay, time off, and injuries. He also had a hat, push cart.
It's a good time to share that.
Oh yeah. These were the type of hats that he sold. So, Abraham had a stroke and died. Rebecca died in 1948. Saul was also a cutter for Kuppenheimer's men's clothing.
Anybody? Somebody's up.
Belle was a bookkeeper. She finished high school in Cincinnati. She did not go to college because her mom, Rebecca, said it was too much education for their religion. Belle and Saul had 3 children. Their children were Leonard, born on April 3rd, 1925. Evelyn, born in 1928. And Peter, it's on a tree right there. Picture of him is here, and there, and there. And there. So, they were all born. Peter was born on July 26, 1931. They ran a dry cleaning and ironing business in the front of their apartment. Their children grew up in the Great Depression, so they were always low on money. Saul got a loan from the Jewish Agency bought a store with an apartment in the back. The store sells smoke shop at 1155 East 55th Street in Chicago. It was a smoke shop. It was a smoke shop, candy store, soda fountain, and had magazine section. Evelyn ran the counter. Belle ran the store. Len was at Lane Technical High School. When he got enlisted in the army, he fought in France. Came back in 1943. Came back in 1946. Whole Press family moved to Dayton because Saul got a job as a U.S. Air Force designer. His job